Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, both these teams excited about the matchup, feeling confident that they can prevail. We will see shortly how those aspirations pan out. Fellas, Steve Kerr has done amazing things with the Warriors in his short tenure as the head coach. How has he taken this team from good to all-time great?
Well, think about this, Ernie. He has great assistant coaches. You know, last year he had Alvin Gentry, who was head coach last year. Luke Walton, great job. Good working relationship with the players. They seem to love him, not like him, but love him.
And they love him because he's honest. He talks to them about playing time and expectations. So when game time comes, there ain't no surprises. Guys love honesty.
And it helps when you got a player like Steph Curry. You know what I like to say about Steph? He makes it look effortless.
And one more thing about Steve Kerr and his honesty.
Yeah.
Before I got traded, he called me and told me.
Yeah.
Honesty.
No, that was
like
right up front.
That would have been like
Yeah,
backstabbing. He traded you.
Nah, but he called me and told me.
Yeah.
Backstabbing.
You like that as a player.
Honesty.
No, honesty. That's great.
HONIST. Honesty.
Yeah. EE. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Question.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And before the game gets started here, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Dave Yeager. Dave.
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent. They come at you in multiple ways, depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. It's pretty tall order. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And both these teams like to get out and run the floor, Smitty. We should be in for a real treat here.
Yeah, you love it, watching these two fast break teams, Kevin. Both teams getting out and running. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. So Golden State will get the first possession. Now Golden State's starting five. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Pachulia is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Durant in at the three slot. Now here's Thompson. 6 to shoot. Back to Pachulia. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Pachulia's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Warriors. Collison, the pass to Gay. Cousins, no one around him. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The shot's good.
He is becoming dangerous from anywhere on the court.
Outside Collison. Down low. The jump hook. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Curry kicks to Green. Collison against Curry. Beyond the arc. Cauley Stein grabs the ball.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's Collison that time on the assist by Aflalo.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Down low. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Outside Durant. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson with the bucket.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Curry against Collison. They set the pick. Gay outside. In the corner, Aflalo with it. Collison dishes to Cauley Stein. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Durant for three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
He was wide open. Reason why? Stephen Curry is a fantastic player who quickly got it over to his teammate.
Aflalo outside. He feeds it to Collison. From the line, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
I'm with you. I didn't think he'd get that one off in time, but his shot is so quick. He did.
Now here's Green. Pachulia, no luck. Aflalo outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Cousins. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
Thompson outside. Curry, a screen on Collison. Thompson from long range. The Kings have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Stephen Curry out. Klay Thompson really stepped up. Had no problem being the first option guy on the offense for the Warriors. He was the team's go-to guy while Steph was out.
Here's the three. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. The Kings trailing. Now here's Gay. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Collison's shot is good. And for Klay, perhaps the biggest example of him carrying the load, Steve, on offense came last season in the playoffs.
Yes, Klay became the #1 guy, the go-to guy while Stephen Curry was injured. He was putting up about 30 points a game in Curry's absence. There is no doubt that he can legitimately be a #1 option on a team if need be.
Outside Collison. And it's Gay at the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
It's Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 5.
We're talking about Stephen Curry range right now in that shot.
Outside Collison. Inside. Here's Cousins. He doesn't hit that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. And they're running for 3. Goes back up. It's good.
He has a nose for the glass and a sixth sense in terms of how to read the angles.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. And some changes here for the Kings. Barnes comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Garrett Temple subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Pachulia. The Kings trail by 4. Out Collison. Here's Gay. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
It's impossible to stop him.
Of positions he produces, but for some reason, you know, Greg, people always seem to want more out of the guy.
Yeah, some of the disrespect I think he deals with is because he hasn't played on a lot of winning teams. Greater efficiency and tougher defense are a couple of areas where he's still trying to improve.
The Warriors has had some turnovers in their coaching staff, and Steve Kerr, give him a lot of credit. 2 guys in the first 2 years leave to get head coaching jobs.
Now here's Iguodala. The screen from Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the layup. And one thing that makes Steve Kerr unique, he really does empower his assistant coaches.
Yes, watching him on the sideline, you can see he lets his assistants have a role on this team. Look what happened last year. Luke Walton in the first 43 games of the season, he was fantastic, and Steve Kerr stayed out of the way.
And here is West, following the 3 from Rudy Gay. The pass to Thompson. Beyond the arc, Iguodala wide open. And it's off from three-point range. The Kings have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Gay passes to Collison. Barnes sets a screen for Collison. Back to Gay. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the Warriors miss again. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 13-5 run. The Warriors trail. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 5 now.
The patience from Thompson there, allowing the shot to develop inside. Outstanding at letting the game come to him.
Pass to Temple. Cousins against West. Shot from 12. And Cousins gets it to go. He's got 6.
He's got the touch early. Coach, keep feeding him.
Iguodala outside. Cousins against West. The feed to Curry. To the inside. And stolen by Cousins. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it. The fast break chance. Outside Collison. .157 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Temple. Kept alive by Sacramento. Here's Barnes. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And you can see one team is working hard on the glass and the other not.
Now here's Iguodala. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Green kicks to Curry. And the shot falls short this time. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 17-7 run. And the shot goes in. Now it's a 6-point Kings lead. Warriors shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. West kicks to Iguodala. Green with a screen on Barnes. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, after all these years, you have to be impressed with Andre Iguodala's defense. Yes, I said 1 through 5. He does best. He stays in position, and he contests all shots.
2 shots.
He throw good, Iguodala. Iguodala and his defense are still remarkable, and his ability to strip a player going up is still one of the best in the game.
Yeah, he takes that initial bump, great timing, quick hands, long arms. He's fantastic on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Ben McLemore in for Darren Collison.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
And McLemore kicks to Temple. Over in the corner, Barnes. McLemore inside the line. That one a little long.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And Caspi kicks to Temple. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. McLemore dishes to Kufis. They set the pick. Pass to McLemore. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Livingston. Green left side. Feeds it to West. Good, and it's picking up the assist.
And Green is always looking to swing the ball for the best open shot available.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Kings on top, leading by 3. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, you know, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, you know, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy. Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And for the Kings, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
In reality, they can get those perimeter shots anytime they want to. Instead, they are really zipping it around and getting good, high-quality shots from all over the floor.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Durant in at the 4-man position. Now here's Aflalo after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Cauley Stein with the screen for Aflalo. The Kings need to get off a shot here. McLemore inside the line. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Livingston kicks to Clark. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's the screen. Durant wide open. He fires. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Caspi, that's for 2. And that one hits back iron.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you got to trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Kings leading now by 3. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen DeMarcus Cousins become one of the elite big men in the NBA, dominant in the post and even adding the three-pointer to his game. But at times, his temper has overshadowed his talent. Cousins says he's now turned a corner, saying, "My mind has grown. I understand the league better. I understand the politics of it. Now I'm becoming the professional I need to be." It took time. Guys, he understands he now has to lead by example.
He wants to win, David. You know that. Thank you. A nice shot by Kufis. Steve, when you think of the classic point of attack for most big men, it's on the low block. But nowadays, a lot of bigs look to attack from the elbow. They've moved out their game, and in your estimation, which big men are the deadliest in that high post position?
LaMarcus Aldridge. He posts up sometimes, Kevin, but more effective at the elbow. Dirk Nowitzki always. Blake Griffin is starting to step out. So you have a lot of guys that play from that high post. Pau Gasol is another name that comes to mind.
You see the process when they get in the league, comfortable they are down low. You get that. But when they move it out, you can tell they're working on their game, growing in confidence with their game, and they're getting some pretty good coaching to boot.
And you start to look at bigs kind of like small forwards. That's the type of skills they're possessing, and they're sometimes 6'11", 7 feet.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Here's Livingston. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. Here's Clark. Back to Livingston. Outside Durant. Picked by Pachulia. Fires for three. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. Sacramento making a switch here. Collison's out there. And Golden State also making a change. Thompson's checked in. Sacramento leading by 5. Outside Collison. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Caspi, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pachulia's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and Durant gets it to go.
You just marvel at Durant's fluidity for his size. Stopping and popping, he's one of a kind.
Collison kicks to Aflalo. Releases from 15. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Clark kicks to Thompson. To the middle. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. McLemore inside the line. And some very quick points for him on that possession. McLemore's got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento. Livingston with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ring shot on the way. They get it again. Unable to get that one. Kings leading now by 6. Caspi passes to Aflalo. Dishes to Collison. Back to Aflalo. Fires from deep. Here's Cauley Stein. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Cauley Stein's got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And he gets the bucket.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Inside. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Collison. Collison's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, he has to get his offense moving again. It hasn't been bad, but it could be much better.
Some changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Caspi. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And it's the Warriors with the ball, trailing here by 8.
And for a franchise that competed for the Western Conference Championship a number of years ago, it's really been a lot of turmoil for quite a while. I mean, the Kings have had ownership changes, coaching changes, personnel changes, front office changes. I mean, that's been the one constant, is the fact that they consistently are in change mode.
Collison's shot is good.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Curry kicks to Durant. Pachulia dishes to Durant. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8. And concerning all the drama that seems to surround the Kings, you know what cures all of that? Winning.
Yeah, and the best teams in the league, they win with camaraderie. They win with integrity and trust. The Kings are knocking on the door, but they still have some ways to go.
The Kings shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Rudy Gay. And nowadays we see a lot less players who stay on one team for their entire career. Smitty, you played for 6 different teams in your career. Would you have rather stayed in just one spot?
No, I think when I look at it, when I look back at my career, at first at the time, Kevin, a little upset moving around, but the experience I got and to win a championship, I got a chance to move from organization to organization, meet so many different people. I like the change. My wife didn't like it.
I was just going to say, how'd your family react to all that?
Well, the one thing about it is my kids weren't old enough to change. They weren't in school yet, so that helped.
Huge.
My wife, I got to give her a lot of credit. She did a good job of being the champion at home while I was gone.
Do you know what they say? Behind every successful man is a surprised wife. You and I are lucky in that regard, aren't we?
Yes, indeed.
Cousins. And at last, they get one to fall. Cousins has got 8 points.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Free throw dropped for David West. Boy, in the last year, the Kings, Greg, went all in, even trading a couple of veteran contracts to the Sixers.
Yeah, and they used the cap reshuffling to sign Kufis and Rondo, a number of others as well at the beginning of last year. And regardless of the outcome of last season's games, those moves made this team much more competitive. And now the question is, can they build off of some of that momentum?
Stolen. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got his first 3 points of the game. Warriors trail by 11. To the inside. Durant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Incredible. He was shooting the ball with good rhythm in the first quarter. Now he's just unconscious.
And one thing we've seen from Kevin Durant so far in his career is that he shows up big when games mean the most. His team might not always win when the lights are the brightest, but he is still at his very best.
You are so right. Whenever he is on the national stage, it seems that is when he drops 40 and 10. And he's been playing in huge games his entire life and knows how to amp himself up. And while some stars can wilt or vanish in big games, Durant just seems to flourish.
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
Thompson inside the line, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
If you give Thompson any room to breathe, he'll make you look silly.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Takes the 13-footer. West with some nice D.
See, that's a good look from within his range. You know he's kicking himself for missing it.
Kings leading now by 6. Collison gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
I am wondering what can he do to get it cranked up. Nothing from long range this quarter after hitting 1 in the first.
No good from Durant.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Collison. Here's Gay. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots. To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Temple the pass to Barnes. He dishes it to Collison. Here's Cousins. That one doesn't go. The Warriors go the other way with it. Curry kicks to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable, but it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
Sacramento making a switch here. Kufis is checked in. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Knocked loose. Left. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. And among all the tangible things that make the Warriors great, the big intangible we keep coming back to, Steve, is chemistry.
Yes, they have great players, but this is a team that loves each other, loves playing the game. They're unselfish. They're willing to sacrifice. They play hard, and you just can't create that. Chemistry is something that you have to develop.
Kings leading now by 3. Collison with it. West picks him up. Now the dish to Cousins. Cousins missing again.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Passes to Kufis. He kicks it to Temple. With the fadeaway. Cousins missing again.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
And yeah, you look at him and look at his face, his expressions. He has definitely lost his confidence.
And here's Thompson. Outside Curry. With 1 on the clock. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's now only a 1-point Kings lead. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Kings lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. You know, that's our strength anyways. And for us, you know, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. And then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. Some excellent work early from Rudy Gay. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
A nighttime glimpse of the Tower Bridge, one of the landmarks here in Sacramento. Welcome back, everyone, to the capital of California. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
They really feed off his energy. All of his teammates pick up their defense when they see him leading the way.
The Kings leading. Gay and Cauley-Stein fill up the forward spots. Collison is out there with a Flalo. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. Now here's Collison. Kicks it to a Flalo. Clock at 6. Wants to get it to Gay and does. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Pachulia. Back to Green for the lead. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
A shot he knows he needs to make when the defense sags off him. Still a little inconsistent from out there.
Here's Collison. Warriors with the rebound. Durant attacking. There's the pass to Pachulia. Curry wide open. Cans it from downtown. Curry's got the first bucket of the third here for the Warriors.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Back to Collison. He feeds it to Cousins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Cousins has got it all tied up now for the Kings. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry against Collison. To the middle, and stolen by Cauley-Stein. And here we go with Collison running it up the court. Here's Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 5 assists tonight.
He knows his teammate loves to shoot from that spot on the floor and get him the ball exactly there.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Shoots. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
When the basketball's in his hand and he rises up to take a jump shot, you always think he's going to get in. He is starting to catch fire, Stephen Curry.
Poke loose. A 3 from Gay. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Shot, high post. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 7 rebounds in the game. We all know that Curry broke the three-point record last year, putting up an incredible 402 made threes on the season. The fact that no one had reached 300 before, then he goes and gets 400 is just astonishing.
And that is what is the most impressive thing about the record. He broke his own record by over 100. It would be like a player hitting 90 home runs in a year. Little doubt that he's the best shooter of all time.
And the first one drops. Caspi, he's checked in for the Kings. Then McLemore comes in for Darren Collison. And then for Golden State, Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Cousins drops them both. Well, we're hearing less about flopping now, thank goodness, than we did a couple seasons ago. The league started issuing penalties for the worst flops. You think that's made a difference?
Yeah, I think so. Guys were, it was getting carried away. A lot of Hollywood was acting right there. And I think for the NBA's, it's hard. You see guys full speed get hit, And some of these guys are acting like they got hit by a Mack truck. So I like the fines for flops.
And of course, you never flop.
No, not at all.
No,
Kevin. No, not me. No way.
We've looked for the tape. We can find none. None. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Gay kicks to McLemore. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Warriors trail by 4. Now Livingston looking for his first basket still in this one. Clark dishes to Durant. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Sacramento leading by 4. Follow kicks to Caspi to the inside. Gay takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pachulia with a clean look. Durant kicks to Pachulia. It's stolen by McLemore. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. And the shot goes in. And now it's an 8-point Sacramento lead.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Durant. To stop the run. Some solid defense from Gay. The Kings have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And then Gay with the dunk.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
This was a case of one man getting hot, and then it gets contagious and spreads throughout the entire team.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
Opposition is just having their way with them down low, and he wants to put a stop to that.
Warriors trail by 10. Now here's Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Durant, the pass to Pachulia. It's tipped. Here's a follow. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. Not a bad way to start off your coaching career. Averaged 70 wins through his first 2 years. That is unreal.
Kufis checked in for the Kings. Golden State also making some changes. West is checked in for Pachulia. Verajao comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Kevin Durant. 3 from Gay, but they recover it. Aflalo outside. The feed to Gay. Back to Aflalo. Had a hand on it. Livingston up top. He's guarded by Aflalo. Here's Clark. And just miss after miss right now. And with Kerr, there were a lot of other coaches that had great seasons, but how can you not, Steve, give the award to someone who won 73 games?
I totally agree. There were some coaches that did a fantastic job, but it came down to either Luke Walton or Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr obviously won it, and I'm happy for him.
West with a wide open look. Nails the wide open jump shot. West has got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Aflalo kicks to McLemore. Up top, Kufis. And David West gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Barnes comes in for Rudy Gay. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Knocked loose. There's McLemore. A nice shot by Kufis. Kufis has got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's West. He's off on that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Barnes dishes to McLemore from 13, and it's off the back rim. No good.
I'll tell you what, his shot's off, but the rest of the team is on. That's why they're still winning.
Here's Livingston. Second shot opportunity. Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from West.
He is simply one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. He never quits on the glass.
Now here's Barnes. West passes to Livingston. Here's Clark. Nails the corner three.
Some coaches might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
Kufis with it. West is there. Kufis kicks to Caspi. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
Livingston dishes to Verajao. Back to Livingston. Down low. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a season full of records for the Golden State Warriors. 73 wins, a 24-0 start, 34 road wins. Steve, 54 consecutive wins at home. Of all those, which record impresses you the most?
Well, I think 73 wins, because you have to be able to do all that to get to 73. People were calling them lucky. I don't think so. It takes a lot to be able to win 73 wins in this league.
That free throw, no good. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. He hits the second from the line. Kings leading now by 6. And McLemore kicks to Barnes. Pass to Caspi. Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Warriors on D. Here's Temple, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Temple's got 5 points so far.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Livingston with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Barnes grabs the miss.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Well, On that play, you got to trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
And that one drops for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Timeout called the Warriors.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here, as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kufis. And it's Collison in for McLemore. Then for the Warriors, Thompson comes in for West, and Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. Warriors trail by 10. Curry attacking. They kick it out to Green. Feeds to Livingston. Curry against Collison. Dishes it to Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Kings leading now by 7. That's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Iguodala, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
Whenever Andre gets loose on the break, you have to reward him. Great job running the floor, one of the best in the business.
Sacramento's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Cauley Stein passes to Temple. Collison for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Cauley Stein. A drive by Collison. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Collison. Cauley Stein's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. Another 3 for Golden State.
These shots are the ones that separate Thompson from the rest of the pack. An elite shooter.
Collison kicks to Caspi. Soft touch off the glass. Caspi's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Curry can't get it to go. Sacramento leading by 6. Knocked loose. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Thompson misses.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Here's Cousins. Misses off the left iron. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Kings on top. They lead by 6. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And now let's take a listen in to a recent huddle from Coach Dave Yeager.
Good stuff. Keep attacking, okay? Keep going to the basket. That's a good sign for us. They're going to go down for us.
Dave Yeager asking his guys to impose their will, being relentless at all times.
And I like the mentality, the aggressiveness. He sees some opportunities out take advantage of.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Clay and Iguodala, the potent wing pair. Durant is out there with Pachulia, and it's Curry in at the one spot. Now here's Curry, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Collison kicks to Gay. From the stripe, the Warriors pull it in. Durant's got his third rebound on the night. At the top of the key, Curry fires, high post. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Collison with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Gay can't get it to go.
What I like there, fantastic defensive rotation. Just suffocated him at the point of attack.
They double team Curry. Back to Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Gotta love Curry's passing ability. An expert at setting up his guys.
Thompson comes with the double team. The dish to Aflalo. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Durant against Collison. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. The 10-footer. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Kept alive. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Kings have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Aflalo the pass to Collison. Cauley Stein with the screen for Collison. Poked away. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. And Sacramento has possession. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
And here is Curry. Darren Collison with the triple. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
Superior muscle from Iggy on that possession there. Just a stellar job using his girth.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
First one falls for him. And Pachulia drops them both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Collison kicks to Gay. The 19-foot shot, and again it's Sacramento converted. Here's Curry. Iguodala with a screen on Collison. And here is Curry. Clock at 6. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Pass to Aflalo. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss. Unable to get that one. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Curry's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Collison with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Gay against Durant. Gay kicks to Cousins. Drilled from 11 feet out. And the Kings lead by 2. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Out to Thompson. He dishes it to Pachulia. The pass to Curry. They double-team Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. It's good from long range. Iguodala's got 5 points now this quarter.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Collison against Curry. Collison kicks to Cousins. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Durant. Thompson in the corner. Lets it go. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Durant. Pachulia with the screen on a follow. Durant. Nice D from Cousins. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. The follow kicks to Cousins. That shot, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Pass to Durant from 13. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Collison. Again, the miss by the Kings.
He's usually money from mid-range, but the defender got up in his shirt, took him out of rhythm.
Shoots from 12. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Iguodala.
And that's where KD just feasts with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
And good that time.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
He is just eating this up. He loves these situations. The more pressure, the better.
Now here's Curry from 15 feet away, and the shot is long. Cauley Stein passes to a Afflalo. He kicks to Cousins. Back to Afflalo. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. And the Kings lead by 2.
And this team is here largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Curry dishes to Thompson. Iguodala outside, picked by Pachulia. Shoots the 3. And it's Gay with the rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Again, Sacramento.
I like that he's attacking this quarter and choosing his shots wisely.
Outside Curry. Back to Iguodala. And stolen by Cousins. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
And here is Curry. Darren Collison with the triple. Curry kicks to Durant. And they get it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 8th assist in the game. Pope loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Garrett Temple is checked in for Aaron Afflalo. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Outside Collison. Rudy Gay on the wing. Knocked away. Iguodala with the steal. On the wing, Thompson. Took him no time at all on that one. Now just a 2-point Kings lead.
Got to feel confident whenever Thompson has the ball in his hands in these situations.
Outside Collison. Knocked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cousins, the pass to Collison. Tries a three, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Man, at an important point in this game, that kind of turnover can really shift momentum.
The Warriors making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Collison against Curry. Kicks it to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. .125 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Collison against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Clutch basket from Draymond. You always feel comfortable with him taking the shot.
And for the Kings, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. The feed to Gay. Now Collison. Here's Cousins. Here's Cauley Stein. It's in!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
You know I love that crunch time. This is where the big-time players are made.
Curry against Collison. Curry attacking. Money!
Clutch shots from Stephen Curry. Teammates, they trust him in those situations.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. The score is tied at 91. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to listen to Dave Yeager's huddle with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Gay dishes to Collison. Knocks it loose. Curry with the steal. Jumps up. Count it!
Just another reason why we have to love Stephen Curry. His ability to provide baskets in key situations.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're losing by 2. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Collison. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Golden State with it. A 2-point game. Now here's Green. Lets it go from deep.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
It would take a very, very special comeback for them to chop down this lead.
Collison for three. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
The defense fell asleep on the inbounds play and totally forgot about the perimeter jumper. The offense burned him there.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. Durant against Gay. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
Kevin Durant, a 4-time scoring champ. That award based on points per game average. If you go by total points in a season, he's led the league on 5 separate occasions.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Here's Collison.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Imagine if they tied this thing up.
Takes a three. Misses the three. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Z, you guys were playing a team that really gave you a great effort, but you were able to overcome that and get the win.
Well, we expected this kind of game from them, but we gotta do our thing. What we're doing, play our game. We have to bring the energy. That's the most important thing right now.
Zaza, thanks for your time, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. Really answered the bell in the fourth quarter. He got into attack mode early. That fired up his teammates. End of story. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
He was just having a ball out there, making big plays up and down the court. It didn't matter who or what defensive scheme was on him. He just took the challenge and gave you the full arsenal tonight.
I've never, ever seen a small guard dominate a game like Steph Curry is able to do. Not his father, not his grandfather, not anybody. This kid right here brings a special excitement to every game he plays. This kid right here is the game right now. If you want to watch basketball, you better watch this guy. He's that type of player I've never seen before. Wow, what a player he is.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.
And both these teams very efficient offensively.
Well, yeah, it should be a crowd pleaser. In a game like this, stringing together a few stops can make a huge difference.
Yes, and it's the Kings to start out. Now Golden State's starting five. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Back to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on Gay. Off the pick. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
And you know Kevin Durant commands so much attention coming off the pick, and rightfully so, but then the court vision and passing, he just leaves the D helpless.
Now here's Collison. Kicks it to Cousins. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
This could be an early sign of an explosive game for him. You have to keep your eye on him if you're the defense.
Curry against Collison. Curry kicks to Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Oh, because of the scoring pressure Curry puts on the defense, the dump off to the roller is pretty much there every time.
Collison against Curry. Collison kicks to Gay. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Oh, nice. They are 100% from the field after their first three shots. Good start to this one.
Outside, Green. Durant, the pass to Green. Shoots the three. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got himself on the board with three there.
You know, that's the thing about Curry. He gets so much defensive attention. I mean, it doesn't even faze him anymore.
Collison dishes to Gay. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And they've taken 4 shots and made all of them. Terrific way to start off this one.
Curry against Collison. Curry kicks to Pachulia. Back to Curry. Clock at 6. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Great D that time from Collison. In the corner, Aflalo with it. Dishes it to Cousins. That shot off the mark. And Golden State will come the other way.
After hitting their first 4 shots, they finally miss one.
Well, one thing about Draymond Green, he isn't very bashful when it comes to sharing what's on his mind.
Well, Draymond knows what he's about and can back up everything he says. The team doesn't mind when he'll call someone out in the media or take a verbal jab, because when he messes up, he's the first to call himself out to a reporter. Green essentially is that guy who is saying to the media what every other NBA player really wants to say.
Free throw good, Green.
I mean, just the ultimate glue guy. Green's strongest asset may be his ability to contribute across the board.
Both free throws good from Green.
And another disappointing season for the Kings last year. They fell out of the playoff race early on. They just couldn't keep pace with the rest of the conference.
Collison with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Cousins with a screen on Thompson. Stolen by Durant. 13 feet away, and that's off the glass and in. And while the Kings were improved last year, it didn't seem like they made much headway towards their ultimate goal.
Well, right now, they seem to be lacking a direction for the team. There's an air of uncertainty about who they want to build around. They will need to answer some hard questions in short time. I have no idea why he would have even attempted that. That's a horrible turnover.
Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Curry kicks to Durant. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Elbow shot. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
Really surprised he clanked that one. He makes those on the regular.
Collison the pass to Cauley-Stein. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Now, Willie Cauley-Stein was considered a bit of a reach for his draft position, but you have to love how he plays at his side. Very active inside with his feet to flash open on cuts. Just shows great awareness for a new player in the league.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, you hate to use the P word, potential, but you can't help but do it with Willie Cauley-Stein.
You're right, Kev. I hate the word potential as well. It just means unrealized talent. As long as he moves as well as he does with his size, he'll be fine.
Now here's Durant. The 19-footer is on the money.
Durant is so tall and has such a soft release that a mid-range shot like that might as well be a layup.
Collison kicks to Gay. Dish now to Cousins. Here's the screen. There's the feed to Gay. Off the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The one thing you have to appreciate about Rudy Gay is just how fearless he plays on the floor. He goes right at defenders and loves to finish with the dunk. He's very aggressive in every aspect of his game, from offense to defense.
That's good from Rudy Gay. And with Gay being so aggressive, Chris, with his play, you see it in all sorts of places, like his defense.
Well, Kevin, perhaps the biggest place you'll see this fearless mindset is in late-game situations. He has hit a lot of late-game winners and clutch shots in his career. Not always perfect, but he is never afraid to take the last shot.
Rudy Gay hits them both.
Oh, well, Kevin, throughout his career, Gay has been an offensive force and mastermind at manipulating defenses.
Outside Durant. Back to Curry. To the middle. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. That one goes. Count it. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
Always pushing the action offensively. He puts so much pressure on the defense.
Gay against Iguodala. And that one, good. 9 points for Rudy Gay.
And Gay is very confident from the mid-range. When he has his feet under him, he's extremely reliable from there.
Now we'll go to DA, who had a chance to talk with head coach Dave Yeager. David?
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Gay. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Cousins with the bucket. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Thompson against the Flalo. And stolen by Cousins. On the wing of Flalo. He's covered by Thompson. And Flalo kicks to Collison. Good ball movement here by the Kings. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cousins. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Thompson for 3. Rebound by the Kings.
The defense took a big risk leaving him wide open and got lucky. He clanked that outside shot.
Cauley Stein kicks to Gay. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Thompson for the triple. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Now, this is Dave Yeager. Before working in the NBA, he was one of the most successful coaches in minor league history. He won 5 titles in 7 seasons, all before turning 35.
Now here's Collison. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And there's the 3-second violation. Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Temple comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And the Warriors also making a change. West is checked in. Warriors leading by 3. And Coach Yeager grew up coaching. His father was a high school basketball coach.
Well, yeah, Dave would help him scout opponents, watching game tape, help get Pops ready. Even his senior year playing point guard at Morehead State, he volunteered to coach a semi-pro team. Coaching has been in his blood for a long time.
Now here's Gay, following the miss by David West. Back to Gay from 17 feet out, and it's Gay again missing. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Outside Durant. Back to Curry. West outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. West has got his first points in this one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
There's the pick. Barnes sets a screen for Collison. He feeds it to Gay. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Warriors leading by 5. Thompson inside the line. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense got super lucky there because he does not miss many of those.
Gay outside. Gay is doubled. Just his first attempt. A nice shot by Collison.
And the skill Collison has inside, so great at catching the D off guard when he's down in the post.
Iguodala outside. And the pass to Durant. Off target with his 3. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Lays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Takes the turnaround Jay. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 8 points for him.
Oh, he's gotten off to a superb start by shooting the ball extremely well from the field.
Curry dishes to Durant to the left side wing. And there's West. That good on the assist by Durant.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Collison. Trying his luck deep. It's rebounded by Durant. Warriors leading by 5. Curry kicks it to West. Count that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Cousins. He kicks it to Gay. The Warriors pull it in. West has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Curry. Rebound by the Kings. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Tries it from 9. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
No one can miss so far. Both teams are really clicking on offense.
Thompson with it. Outside Curry. There's the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Warriors on top, up 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from year to year and find different ways to show, what you're capable of, and that's kind of how, my story unfolded from high school to now, is just adding a little bit of piece here, a piece there every single year.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
When he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
Well, it's clearly part of the game. Quick outlet passes, guys running the floor like they really mean it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Sacramento, Koufos out there with Caspi. Then it's Matt Barnes. Then it's McLemore. And it's Temple in at the point. And Coach Koufos is such a valuable player to have off the bench for a team, Chris. Gives you spacing and size and really knows how to play within himself.
Okay, if Koufos is usually productive in whatever role he is playing for a team. His versatility to start or to be the first big off the bench is really what makes him valuable.
They get it back. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. Chris, who's your pick for the best player at attacking the rim right now in the NBA?
Oh, I mean, when you talk about attacking the rim, and especially with force, you got to look at Westbrook. I mean, the way that guy gets to the rim and gets and attacks and also will dunk on you like a big fella. I just love his game. Harden, with his ball handling and creativity, the way he just searches out contact and gets to that free throw line. You have to love Harden. And I think Wiggins, he's a young guy that's really moving up on that list. When he gets the ball and you get caught sleeping, poster time.
That's right. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, some might say that Draymond Green has a big mouth. Klay Thompson said he talks to us, himself, the coach, the other bench. But Andre Iguodala had to cap a fellas. He said if you're having a conversation about potato chips, then he's going to make sure his opinion is heard.
They love that edge he brings, D.A. Absolutely. Thanks. With some arc, Livingston, that's good.
Takes what the defense allows. Has that soft floater in his back pocket.
Temple, the pass to Barnes. To the middle. It's deflected. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Koufos.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Sacramento making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Barnes. And it's a Flalo in for Garrett Temple. The Warriors shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Now here's a Flalo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The Warriors pull it in.
That's the kind of shot you want him to take every time. He just happened to miss that time.
Green, no luck.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling.
McLemore, no good. Warriors leading by 5. Outside, Green. Pass to Pachulia. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Shots good by McLemore.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's the teardrop. And that one is off. So the Kings will take it the other way. Aflalo dishes to Cauley-Stein. Inside, McLemore. It's Clark with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Over in the corner, Green. And again, no good by Golden State. The Kings trail by 3. Aflalo outside. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Aflalo. Passes it to McLemore. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive by Sacramento. Here's Aflalo. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now Casper. Tries yet again. It's rebounded by Livingston. Here's Clark. Up again. Iguodala. It's good on the putback.
Oh, yeah, that's called getting the most of every opportunity. Iguodala scoring off the screen.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. They get the rebound. Count it. Koufos has got 7 points in the game.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just a real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all that they should have gotten the rebound off that miss.
Now here's Iguodala. Here's Pachulia. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Timeout.
9 points in the game so far.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. The Kings trail by 5. And here's McLemore. Cauley Stein kicks to Aflalo. Jacks up a 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
He's not your typical gunslinger from downtown, but he found a soft spot in that defense. And it became clear early on in that 2015-16 season that the Warriors were going to be special. Everyone knew that they were going to be atop the standings all year, but you had to start viewing them in a historical context shortly into the season. Even with all the talk and the pressure, they still kept their composure to win 73 games.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Now, here's Livingston. Green up on top. Launches a 3, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. And Chris, with the Warriors and all this historical context talk, inevitably they were compared to the team whose record they were chasing, the 96 Bulls.
Well, yeah, I don't get caught up in that argument. It's so hard to compare teams from today to teams that played 2 or 3 decades ago. I had to play against the 96 Bulls, but I tell you what, players were different, the rules were different, the style of game was different. It's really hard to say who would win.
Here's Iguodala. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. And again, no good by Golden State.
Maybe he should look to pass the ball right now and get his teammates involved, because right now, his shot's not falling. He's ice cold.
He dishes it to Casper. Sacramento moving it around. 6 to shoot. Koufos the pass to Aflalo. Now here's McLemore outside. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far.
But he's just looked lost on offense. But luckily for him, his teammates have really stepped up in a big way.
On the wing, Green. To end the run, he lays it in. Green's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Inside, outside, in transition. Draymond's an extremely versatile scorer.
And McLemore kicks to Koufos. Feeds it to Casper. Dishes it to Aflalo. Shoots from 14. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Tries from 16. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Timeout called by the Kings. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Different look here for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. The Kings trailing. Here's Temple. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Sacramento again missing.
Now, what you have to like about Derek Collison is the fact that he gives you a little bit of everything from the point guard position. He can shoot it from deep. He can attack the basket depending on what the defender gives him. He acts as a true facilitator for the rest of the team when he's manning the point guard.
And Chris, with Collison, as you said, he is a jack of all trades as a floor general.
Well, a lot of it is that Collison knows what he can and can't do and plays within himself. Always plays to the tempo of the game.
The Warriors have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Well, the numbers say it, Chris. NBA players have, on average, gotten bigger and bigger over the years. The game requires more movement. There's more movement on the offensive end, certainly, with teams now instituting different styles. Do you think that creates an issue of wear and tear, especially on the bigger players? And if that is the case, how should the league address that?
No, I just think wear and tear is specific to the individual, to the style of play of the individual, to the certain play of the individual. You know, it's not, I don't think you can just make a blanket statement and say, it's too many games for everyone to play. Everyone is different. Everyone handles injury different. I think what we need to concentrate more on than the glass being half empty is the fact of what can we do better in the area of rest and recovery? What can medicine, what can science, what tools are out there that guys can rest and recover? Because the fact of the matter is when it's over, it's over. And you're a young guy, you're playing, you have the energy. You know, I can't remember a playoff game ever being so tired that I couldn't play from wear and tear, because these were the moments that we waited for. So this is the NBA. This is the toughest sport in the world, and part of that is the grind of the 82-game schedule. You know, I really don't see anything wrong with that.
That's a great answer. And so Thompson nails both of them. And throughout the years, one thing that the Kings, Chris, have done well as a franchise is put together an exciting team.
And as you said, that applies to good or bad. From the white chocolate days with my man Jay Will dazzling the fans to the Mitch Richmond teams, the Kings have always been fun to watch. Part of it is that the franchises always seem to prefer playing an up-tempo style of basketball.
Curry gets the bucket.
Using so many devices to get his shot. I mean, that time Curry on the catch and shoot.
Kicks to Cousins to stop the drought. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on David West.
And it's no doubt that Cousins is one of the premier big men in this league. I mean, look at what he does in every facet of the game. He can do it all. He's arguably the best center in the league right now, and he's still very young.
And for Cousins, many will say he's the best center in the league, Chris. It's rare to see a player with his size do what he can do.
Well, Cousins' footwork is so nice on offense that he can be impossible to slow up. He still has great bulk to his game. He has no problem going through defenders if he needs to. The only person that slows him up is himself.
And the second free throw, good.
And Cousins is one of the best big men in the league who continues to get better over time.
And not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Now, they have to get going here if they want to capitalize on that. Go for the quick bucket here.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And that sends Rudy Gay to the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant. The Kings have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
Free throw no good for Gay. Warriors leading by 8. Durant dishes to Thompson. Green, the screen, on its way from Curry for 2. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Warriors on top as they end the second quarter with a 13-3 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what's the takeaway from the first half, and what changes are needed?
Well, they just lined up and kicked our tails straight up one-on-one in transition. And we got to own up. We got to keep the basketball in front of us. So shots are going to fall. We need to make some buckets. That'll help set our defense a little bit.
Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the Chiefs and Apple juice.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
To fall behind like this at home after only one half is upsetting. We're not talking about an insurmountable deficit, but we're not talking about a small one either. They're going to have to play a good second half of basketball for a chance to win this.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it back to Kevin Harlan and crew. They are standing by courtside.
A lot of action around, as always, the Capitol building tonight. We are in Sacramento, and we continue here on 2K Sports. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
Yes, sound fundamentals, lots of patience that led to that efficient scoring effort.
Warriors leading by 8. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Pachulia is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Durant in at the 3. Poked away. And here's a follow for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Aflalo's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Sacramento. Here's Golden State. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Green. Thompson inside the line. Rebound by the Kings. There's the dish to Aflalo. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Cousins. Great D that time from Green. The Warriors shooting in this game 45%. Thompson inside the line. And the shot falls short this time.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Back to Collison. Well, Chris, you've had a surgery that has affected many in the league in the last few decades and still currently in today's NBA. What is it like going through a microfracture procedure? How did it change your game?
Well, I'm not the only one. This did end a lot of guys' career. When I think about Jamal Mashburn, Jason Kidd, even though he's a guard and much lighter. Tracy McGrady, the same thing. He doesn't weigh as much as a guy like myself or Zebo, but it's difficult coming back. I mean, just because the post-care process doesn't allow you to put any weight on your leg or allows you to use your leg. So really you have the muscle that atrophies. You have to relearn to walk again, to jump again. And so I had to learn from going to be a player that played above the rim to now being able to play below the rim and find out ways to score like that. And so it's tough. The rehab is long, tedious, it's boring. It's monotonous, but it's something that you have to get through, and basically it's your love of the game, because rehabilitation or that surgery is no fun at all. That you're at least talking about, in my opinion, 20 months before you see your old self.
Here is Durant after Darren Collison's bucket. Kevin Durant again from deep. Durant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Started.
Why you gotta start, girl? Why you gotta start? I know we make time for the things that we want. I know you gotta.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. That one good for 2. 12 points for Aaron Aflalo.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Durant drawing the double team. It's Thompson off the drive. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Collison. The feed to Cousins. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Oh, and Cousins just has the mentality that no one can stop him. Even when he gets hit, he has the talent to brush it off and still nail the shot.
Sacramento making some changes. Caspi, he's checked in for Cauley Stein, and it's Ben McLemore in for Rudy Gay. Golden State also making some changes. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Green. Ian Clark comes in for Thompson, and it's Livingston in for Curry. Achulia, good.
I like it. Aggressive. They're pounding it inside. Unwilling to settle for less.
Collison, the pass to Cousins. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the left iron. Warriors leading by 9.
Now, you got to love what Sean Livingston gives you as a point guard. He comes in, continues to run the offense, and setting up his teammates. He has a great back-to-the-basket game to get his points on the block as well.
Now Collison following Durant's three-point attempt. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Collison. Collison's got 5 assists in the game. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Livingston with it. Here's Clark. Buries it from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Now McLemore takes the 13-footer. And again, it's DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 16.
And when it comes to shooting, Cousins continues to stretch his range. That mid-range jump shot of his is pretty much automatic when the D plays off of him.
Now here's Durant. He's got 13. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Kufis checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And the Warriors also making a change. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. There's the screen. Livingston kicks it to West. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. West has got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. To the paint, here's Caspi, and Durant sends it back.
Well, you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. The putback.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Kings have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. To the paint. It's stolen by West. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Iguodala dishes to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Here's Iguodala. Durant kicks to Livingston. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Livingston's got his second bucket.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Chris, you look at this Warriors roster. There are a lot of unique players at every position.
Oh, yeah, I get what you were saying, and it makes total sense when you look at their personnel. Guys like Draymond, you never see as a functioning point power forward. Curry is unique in how he plays the point and his shooting. The list goes on with guys like Iguodala, too.
He's checked in for Sacramento. Temple comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's Temple. He's covered by Iguodala. Outside Collison. Shot clock at 6. Here's Temple. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And it's Clark in the corner. Back to Iguodala. West a screen on Barnes. From deep, Iguodala. Again, Iguodala missing. The Kings trail by 14. Barnes passes to Collison. He feeds it to McLemore. Tries a three, and there's Darren Collison on the assist from McLemore. 7 points for Collison.
Oh, Collison is so efficient. Someone who likes to catch the D by surprise by shooting off the pass.
Stolen by Collison. Now here's McLemore outside. It's rebounded by West. West has got 6 rebounds now in the game. No good from Durant.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Well, he just can't worry about stuff like that. Just brush it off. Brush his shoulders off.
Here's Temple. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shots good by McLemore.
Man, that's just tremendous court vision and timing. That assist was right on the money.
Livingston kicks to Durant. There's a screen. West outside. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper, and he hits the jump shot. West has got 14 points for the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Collison. He has 7. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. He's got 9.
That's how you finish through contact. Collison is so creative in how he buries these shots.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Now, one of the issues the Kings have had over the last decade or so is that they haven't had much consistency at the coaching spot. That turnover is a recipe for chaos for a team.
Sacramento making some changes. Paulie Stein comes in for Caspi, and Rudy Gay is subbed in for McLemore. And then for Golden State, Green is checked in for Iguodala. Thompson comes in for Ian Clark, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Warriors leading by 9. And with the Kings, you understand the desire to go out and get the best coach for a team or to change things up.
Well, that's a big thing that nobody seems to understand with the Kings. In order to improve, you need to have some consistency year to year and make a commitment. You just can't blame it on the players if they don't have consistent leadership. Hopefully they can have a coach last longer than 3 seasons in the next decade for the sake of the players and the fans.
For Sacramento, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
I can't lie. It still baffles me the year the Warriors had last season. Just outstanding basketball from them on all fronts. Nobody thought that the 96 Bulls win record was in jeopardy at the start of the season. By the end of the year, the Warriors were able to top it with an incredible 73 wins. I never thought I'd see that mark broken.
He hits both from the stripe. And Chris, the Warriors had everything fall their way to chase that 73 win mark.
Well, there's so many small factors which come into play when you chase a record like the 96 Bulls win mark. You have to give the Warriors players and staff all the credit, though. They saw their chance in history, and they took it.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
The Kings trail by 9. Collison kicks to Barnes. Temple dishes to Gay. They set the pick. Stolen by Durant. Now the Warriors moving it up. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Collison against Curry. And the pass to Gay. Paulie Stein with the screen for Gay. 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Temple can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 9.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Most definitely, and they should realize this and not look to shoot too early in the shot clock for the rest of the game.
And here is Curry. From deep. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Warriors lead by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
to dial it in now. We got to get focused, right? 3-4 stops in a row, and we break the game open, all right?
This is what you like about Steve Kerr, able to gently guide his team down the path toward eventual crushing, absolutely crushing an opponent.
I mean, they're in a position to do something big here, but expect a lot of resistance. This thing could still swing the other way.
And the final period of play just about to start. Gay and Cauley Stein fill up the forward spots. Garrett Temple is out there with a follow. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Outside Curry. Pachulia kicks to Green. Back to Pachulia. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. The free throw drops for Pachulia. And with the Kings, Chris, playing in a smaller market, and you know about that market well, they rarely get a chance to make big free agent signings. I mean, what's been the key?
Well, it's something that just isn't present in any other NBA city. The Kings are the only ticket in town and are loved by the city of Sacramento. The outreach and community interaction the Kings have is absolutely fantastic, and you can tell the players know how special a place it is to play.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Cousins.
You got to get the rock to Cousins when he's in the post. A true bruiser who relishes opportunities near the bucket.
There's the pick. Left side Curry. Pass to Durant. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cousins has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here.
Temple the pass to Gay. And the layup is good. Gay's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings.
The scoring skills of Gay aren't just limited to the mid-range and his perimeter. This is a guy who can get it done from the inside as well, thanks to his fantastic length. What an awful decision there. No reason that turnover should have taken place.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Temple dishes to Afflalo. And Cousins kicks to Gay. Cauley Stein with the screen for Gay. Pass to Afflalo. 14 feet away. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Warriors leading by 6. Curry passes to Green. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And it's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Oh, and the defense is getting discouraged because Steph has been unstoppable tonight.
Gay outside. He kicks to Afflalo. Offensive rebound. Cauley Stein. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And the Kings making a change here. McLemore is checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Passes it to Cauley Stein. To the inside. From 13. Cousins, no good. Warriors leading by 8. To the wing on the left. Takes the 3. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Iguodala. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know what? Teams are 100% focused on Steph defensively, yet he still creates space beyond the arc.
And McLemore kicks to Cousins. Gay dishes to Cousins. Pachulia with the steal. Iguodala the pass to Curry. Knocked loose. And McLemore kicks to Aflalo. McLemore dishes to Cauley-Stein. Here's Aflalo with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Aflalo's got 9 points now in just the second half. Thompson outside. Shot from the wing. Again, Golden State.
Oh, quick, concise, fluid stroke. What else do you want from a jump shot? Klay Thompson.
The Kings trail by 11. Screen by Cousins. McLemore, the pass to Cousins. Aflalo. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Shooting for Sacramento, Aaron Aflalo. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
One thing that I don't think Steve Kerr gets enough credit for is the mentality and atmosphere he's created with the Warriors. His teams have been able to stay focused in their pursuit of 73. His team keeps a relaxed vibe among the players, yet they all play hard for him.
And Aflalo drops them both. And Kerr, with the atmosphere of the Warriors, still knows when he has to get in their face and keep the team, Chris, from getting too lackadaisical. But the team is always on the same page.
Well, a lot of what an NBA coach does isn't so much X's and O's as it is getting everyone to work on the same page. You know, as a unit, Kerr has mastered that with every Warrior giving up either a few touches or some extra dollars to buy into the system and take this team to that elite level.
Here's Curry. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. Feeds to Pachulia. Right side, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Oh, crafty inside. Draymond does a good job of using his body to create just enough space.
Inside. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Well, he's been lights out all game. No one can deny that, but I'm not sure his efforts will be enough to get his team to win.
Curry can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now here's McLemore. He dishes it to Gay. Sinks that one from the post. And now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
And then the razor-sharp focus of Gay. Never letting defenders get to him on these shots.
Outside, Green. Thompson outside. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Gay kicks to Cousins. A fadeaway. Draymond Green with the rebound.
He gets paid the big bucks to hit shots like that consistently. He failed to do so there.
Dishes it to Iguodala. Stolen by Gay. Green. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 8 points for Draymond Green.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Screen by Cousins. Here's McLemore. Kicks it to Cousins. And he banks in the layup. Cousins has got 6 here in this quarter.
Kevin, you have to commend the attitude of Cousins, demanding the ball so he can deliver the big basket.
It's stolen by McLemore. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Really left alone that time.
I mean, on offense, he has been a constant force. You get him the ball, and there's a good chance he's going to knock that shot down.
There's a screen. The dish to Cousins. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Iguodala, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Well, defenses are going to have to step up. Each team right now appears to be super comfortable on offense right now. They're both knocking down good shots.
There's Cauley-Stein after the made shot from Andre Iguodala.
And it's important for Cauley-Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
Now here's Pachulia. And that one, good.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
He just never seems to panic or rush his decisions. He's just smooth. He's calm, collected, speaks volumes in games like this one.
So it's Sacramento following the score by Golden State. Like at 6. Cauley-Stein kicks to Aflalo. And it's off from 3-point range. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Down low. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Kings. The Warriors also with a sub. Kevin Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. We've got 1:18 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Gay kicks to Collison. The feed to Cousins. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Golden State. They've led by as many as 14 points. Curry against Collison. Curry dishes to Pachulia. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Durant. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Disappointing to say the least. They couldn't complete the opportunity to get back into this one. They couldn't complete the opportunity to get back in this one.
And stolen by Cousins. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Collison's got the ball.
What a battle for that rebound there. He did an outstanding job in getting position and hauling that one in.
Curry with it. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, congrats on the win. How'd you guys get this done?
You know, we missed some key shots, but in the end, we just stuck together and played good defense. You know, we helped each other out, so we played real good collectively tonight.
You can always win with defense when the shots aren't falling. Thanks a lot, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Friends and neighbors, Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He's their go-to guy for a reason. You saw exactly why tonight. Just another memorable performance from one of the game's best players.
Well, he's one of those guys that actually enjoys playing on the road. He takes so much pleasure in going into taking the crowd out of the game. The tougher their environment, the better this guy will play.
Well, offensively, he did everything tonight. The game plan was to attack him on the defensive end. That didn't work. So he exuded confidence, and he played at a comfort level that most guys just don't see.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.